and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, then my name is Susanna. I hope you're doing really well, and we are still making some gorgeous festive recipes right now, and this one is absolutely perfect for Christmas Day or just around that nice seasonal time of year when you want something lovely and comforting and delicious. And this one is a great option if you aren't cooking a turkey. So this year I'm actually cooking a chicken because I've tried and tested it so many times and absolutely love a chicken made in my Ninja 15-in-1. And I'm also making alongside that today's recipe, which is a beef brisket joint. Now this generally and traditionally needs to be cooked very low and slow, maybe sort of 8 to 10 hours even, to make it really tender. But today we're going to be pressure cooking it and making it taste just as good, but in a lot less time. Let me show you how we're going to do it. My beef brisket is quite large. It's 1.7 kilograms there. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? First job is going to be to unpackage this, and we're actually going to sear this, of course, in the Ninja 15-in-1 on Sear and Saute. So I'm just heating the Ninja up now. And in the meantime, we can also prep some veg. So we've got some celery, some carrots, and an onion. Let's lower that in. And we've got that on the high Sear and Saute. So we're just going to get a little bit of colour around the outside. We can add some seasoning onto here as well, so some black pepper and a little bit of salt is good. We're getting some good colour on the outside there, so I'm just turning it. Once it's coloured on all sides, we'll remove it. Great, so the beef is now browned, and what we want to do is just put into the bottom here with all those lovely beef juices our carrots, celery and onion. Literally just for a couple of minutes, just to get a little bit of colour, get things starting to cook. Into the veg, I'm going to add a 3 bay leaf. I've got some Sprigs of Thyme, so they're going to go in as well. A squirt of tomato puree, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and also a dash of Worcestershire sauce. Smelling really good now. This is helping to deglaze the bottom of the pan here. Get all of those nice sticky beef juices off the bottom like that. Then we go in with 300 millilitres of red wine. Just going to let that simmer away. I've got the kettle boiling. And then we're going to make up some beef stock. So that's going to be 600 millilitres of beef stock going in here. We're going to put this under pressure, so we need to make sure that there is definitely enough liquid. Now we can add the beef back into the pot. And we're just going to let it sit on top of all those vegetables, like that. Lovely job. Stop the sear and saute now, and we can add our beef stock. Got a fair amount of liquid in there now, so I'm really praying that it's going to be enough to pressure cook this piece of beef. I really can't afford for this to go wrong. I've got people coming over later, family coming, and I'm doing this and a roast chicken and loads of trimmings, so it's going to be a big dinner. Let's make sure that we've got the vent sealed so that we come to pressure. Let's move this across. We're on the pressure cook now, and we do actually want a natural release on this. It's meat, we want it to be tender and delicious. Last thing we want to do is to get that pressure out quick and make it go tough. This is going to have a really long cook now, which is unusual for pressure cooking. But as you can see, the machine can do it. So 1 hour, 45 minutes under pressure. It's a long time, but if you were cooking this as a slow cooked joint of beef, which is what a brisket is for, you'd be cooking it for probably 8 to 10 hours. So you can see how this still needs to be quite lengthy. We've been on natural release now. As you can see, we're 10 minutes in. We'll see how long it takes to get rid of that pressure really slowly. Nearly 18 minutes. Ooh, moment of truth, here we go. Oh, please be good. Please be good. Ooh. Okay. There you go. Let's get it out and let's have a good look at this. I've taken the string off. It looks really tender. I mean, you can see here, it's sort of falling apart. But let's kind of cut into this and just, oh my goodness, look at this. Look at it. It is absolutely falling apart. It is so tender. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I've cooked this like this. Look at this beef. Wow. Now I'm gonna keep this warm, so I'm gonna cover this over. I might have a little taste actually. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Look at this. Literally just is gonna melt in the mouth. This is stunning. I'm so pleased. No disasters when people are coming round, which is always good. Let's cover this, keep it warm until the rest of the dinner is ready. And now I'm gonna sear and saute and make a gravy out of the juices that we've got. Brilliant, right, so we've got all of this here and I'm just gonna allow that to sear and saute and just reduce down until I've got the right consistency for a gravy. I can then sieve it and this will be beautiful with that beef. Zero waste, loads of flavour is always good. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you've enjoyed today's recipe and that you give it a try over the festive season. Wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope to see you next time for another recipe. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.